So the Hill of Foudland is the highest hill in the local vicinity. It is 465 metres tall, and it's unusual in the sense that you can drive pretty close to it on the A96, but there aren't many good places to park your car and then hike up to the top. You either have to cross farmers' fields, or you've got quite a long route from the nearest public road where there's a decent car park. So what I do is I go on my bicycle from Old Rayne all the way to the top. It takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to complete a round trip. And on this video, I've just simply shown half of the journey from the top, going all the way back to Old Rayne again. So I hope you enjoy this and enjoy the ride.
Let's take a closer look. That's nice. And over here we've got Rinnes, and then we've got Rinnes, and over here Knock Hill. We've got a small view of the Falgland wind farm, and then we've got the antenna that everybody's familiar with. Nice view around here, and then we get to Bennachie in the early evening. So it was 1 hour 13 minutes from Old Rayne to the summit, and it was 1 hour 23 minutes to the top. I didn't bring my bicycle along here. It is a little bit of a rough track, no problem on a mountain bike. So over here we've got Fouldland wind farm. So I think this has been in operation for at least 15 years, maybe 16 years. Right. So this is the Falgland antenna, and coming up to my bicycle just here. On the other side we have Hill of Foudland. And it's worth having a look at my video about that one. This is what it looks like from the other direction. So here we are. That's my antenna, and here's my bicycle. So it's 18 years old, and it's served me well. So let's get on the road. Right, on my bicycle, and let's take this show on the road. Let's head downstairs. So it'll be interesting to see how much vibration there is on this camera. I wasn't too impressed with the vibration from the road on my first video. I kind of moved the camera down a bit so there's a bit less of lever action on the gimbal, but I might need to figure out some other way of isolating the vibration in the future. Okay. So I'm riding the brakes all the way down here. They could get a bit warm, I suppose, but I'm not very heavy. Most of this track is free from snow, but there is a little bit further down here. I'm quite wary to go too fast. It is a bumpy track, and this is a hybrid bike. It's uncomfortable just going too quickly, especially if you hit a bit of rough patch. Right, here's the first patch of snow. Just take it nice and easy. Okay. All right, that was fine. Next bit of icy snow. Right, and here's the gate. Right, here we go. This is the bit where I try and hold my bike with one hand and put the gate back with the other. It's sunk on the hinges. There we go. Right, looks like we've fallen down a bit. Okay, now we can go carry on. So it's a smooth road at this, smooth track at this point, down to the next gate at least. Okay, let's give that a go. Hey. Sunk again. This is the trouble with vibration on these kind of tracks. There isn't enough grip on this thing, and my hands are feeling a bit knackered. Right, holding the brake quite tight like this. Let's just do that. Right. Oh no. Nah. That's annoying. Okay, so 8 minutes to get down that. Good. I can hopefully put in a bit more pedal power. Get home. Get some shepherd's pie on, I think. So the fastest way to get to Falgland Hill from Old Rayne is also the worst way. Cycling up the A96 is not something which I think anyone in their right mind would contemplate. So my route to Colpey is to go via Bonnyton, and it's really nice quiet roads that way. Right, so we're getting close to the public road now. Right, jump across to it. It's always a question of figuring out which way is the least bouncy. So I think coming up here, this is called Jericho Lodge. Alright, bouncy is now over and done with. So we're on our way back to Colpey now. Now I've got a wind which is sort of slightly headwindish going back to Old Rayne. So again, I'm not going to be setting any speed records here. Okay, so we're in Colpey. So if you wanted to drive and then cycle, you could always park here. But I've never done that. I've always thought it was easiest to do this. So here's the not very nice road. Right, here we go. So we've got this short section of road up to the A920, which is not my favourite. And we've got cars coming along. Right, clear right. Okay. I've always enjoyed driving on the A920. I used to live in Ellen, and just these really nice long stretches of road, and it was a quiet road as well. So we turn right coming up, and this is the place where, just beyond this junction, this is the place where you park your car for Hill of Foudland. Okay, so now back on the proper country roads. So Falgland Hill is the highest hill in a line of hills which includes Gartley Moor and Hill of Foudland, and it's not all that popular, and one of the things going against it is the fact that there isn't anywhere terribly easy to park and gain easy access by foot. The closest place is on the A96 in the Glens of Foudland, but that involves having to cut across farmers' fields, and that doesn't make such an attractive walk. So years ago, when I was investigating ways up, I just thought to myself, well, it's close enough to cycle, why not just cycle it? Right, well, we've got Bennachie here. Let's do a zoom in if I can do that. Yeah, there we go. So at the end of this, at this corner coming up, the road veers off to the right, and then we take a track off to the left. And that track, according to OpenStreetMap and according to a signpost on the other side, this is called Lawrence Road. So it's an extension of Lawrence Road from Old Rayne, and I think it's an old right of way. It's not signposted on this side, but I've cycled along it loads of times and I've never had any one telling me that it's not a right of way. So I've been cycling for 1 hour 56 minutes now. So fields are being ploughed, ready for the growing season. Spring's always my favourite time of year, and we're not there yet, but the nights are getting longer. And it's nice to just go on a nice downhill bit and just ease off the pedals a little bit. Okay, so now we turn right. So I think this is the B997. Yeah. And now I've got a full-on headwind now. So the winds have been from the southwest for some time now. And yesterday, wind gusts were gale force. And the trees were making quite a noise about it, but the speed the clouds were going by, it was much stronger at higher altitudes. So I'm guessing if I was to do this bike ride yesterday, I would have found it was up to storm force winds on the summit there. Okay, so I think this is Bonnyton heading off to the left. No, it's not. I've never been to Bonnyton. Okay, right turn coming up. Hello. It's a nice view out to the west. That doesn't get tiring at all. Okay, so here we are. The house above the big hill. So a nice finale. Okay, so top gear, and we've got the final corner before Old Rayne. This is the final rise up. It's not much of a rise up, but you do feel it. I think I've underestimated how long this ride was going to be. I thought in the distant past it took an hour to get there and an hour and a half and half an hour to get back. So here's Market Cross, the final bit where I say goodbye. Right, thank you for watching, and hope to see you on the next bike ride.